On his first day as an apprentice, the master made him do push-ups over a well opening. At first, he found it very easy, but then the master took out 2 eggs and placed them beneath his palms. If he couldn't hold himself up, the eggs would immediately be crushed. By the end of that day, they had scrambled so many broken eggs they filled a large plate. He laughed and said he loved scrambled eggs. After several days of rigorous practice, he could finally do push-ups without breaking the eggs. The man immediately ran to show off to his master. However, the master increased the difficulty by placing a massive boulder on the man's back. Once again, the eggs were crushed beneath him. Looking at the scrambled eggs, he could no longer stomach them, but the master only allowed him to eat scrambled eggs. As he practiced every day, he crushed eggs again and again. He stared at the scrambled eggs, unable to eat them. Finally, one day, he could do finger push-ups with the boulder on his back, but the master then made him practice with just 3 fingers. When he mastered 3 fingers, he was told to use only 2. Eventually, the master had him practice with just 1 finger. After 3 months of continuous practice, the man felt he had eaten more eggs than in his entire 30 years of life. Fortunately, he finally succeeded in doing 1-finger push-ups with a boulder on his back. At last, he wouldn't have to eat scrambled eggs anymore. However, the next day, the master began a new training regimen. He had the man train to withstand strikes using wooden posts, only by making his body even stronger. Could he increase his chances of winning in real combat? After another 2 months of practice, his muscles became harder than stone. Finally, he came to the last training exercise. The master tied his feet to a wooden post with ox tendons, then asked him to lift the stones in front of him. But that wasn't enough. The master put 2 more ox tendons around his arms. Only when he could easily lift the massive stones, while weighted down with 6 ox tendons, would his training be complete. At last, through sheer perseverance, he mastered his martial arts skills.